Hi everyone and welcome, it's Jackie here. So just want to do this little video today and talk about the law of attraction. And I've been following the law of attraction for about 9 months now, and especially Abraham Hicks and all their teachings. And so I'd really like to do this video to show everybody what I'm doing on a daily basis to use the law of attraction in my life. We're using it every day anyway, or it's using us. So I want to tell you some of the things that I do. And I'd like you to comment as well and tell me some of the things if they're working for you or if not. If I use some jargon that you maybe don't understand, put it in the comments below and we'll be able to talk about that in the next video. So what I do in the morning is, after I get up and all, I would have my morning meditation. I take it at face value from what Abraham has said in terms of 15 minutes. Set your timer. 15 minutes is enough. And to get that detached feeling, I have on some white noise that I like to listen to. It's usually a dishwasher sound or something like that, that has a kind of rotating noise, like a rhythm, and that helps me to sort of focus on that. And the reason why I would do that, Abraham Hicks would teach that it's a good thing to try and quieten your mind rather than to try and have pure positive thought. So it's very hard to have pure positive thought, so it's easier to quieten our mind, focus on a noise, like some white noise like that has a nice rhythm. And also then what happens is, for slowing down our thoughts and quietening down our thoughts, we are stopping negative thoughts, or resistant thoughts is what they call that. So I find that very good. I was meditating for much longer than that and just thinking, oh, I'm not doing it right, or I'm not getting there. But I'm taking it at face value now. I've been doing this for about 2 or 3 weeks, where I set my timer on my phone, and when it's finished at 15 minutes, I usually stop. If I feel that I'm feeling quite nice with the meditation, I'll turn the timer off and maybe do another couple of minutes. So just to make sure, I suppose. So that's what I do. Also, I have a couple of notebooks. Abraham talks very much about writing things down and how powerful it is to write things down in our books. I have a segment intending book, which I use. A segment intention is where anything new in your day is a new segment. When you get out into your car to go somewhere, it's a new segment. When you're going out for dinner and new people are going to be with you, it's a new segment. When you're back home and you're doing something else with other people or yourself or whatever, it's always a new segment. So I don't have time to write all that down for every segment of the day. I would be in my notebook all day long if that was the case. So what I'm doing is, most time in the morning when I'm going out somewhere, I will segment intend for that first segment on paper. And I may write something like, it's not that you're not going to be writing down saying, oh, I want the traffic to part for me, and I want everybody to be nice, and I want all these wonderful things to happen. It's not really that. It's more of just writing in an appreciating kind of way what you're expecting for your day, and to find appreciation in that segment. So for example, you could say, I love driving my lovely new big red car. And I love the nice free-flowing movement of the traffic. Really enjoy being in the traffic amongst the other drivers and how gentle it flows. So you're just gently, quite generally, without getting too specific. You can get more specific as you feel good, with no resistant or negative thoughts. And you know these negative thoughts because it's how you feel. If you feel a wee bit in your stomach, oh, I don't know if that's really going to work for me, just stop there. So nice general segment intending, and just happy kind of appreciative expectation of the people you're going to be with, and not worrisome thoughts, just positive thoughts about how you love their company and the nice positive aspects about them being in the company of those people. So that's really good. I've also started writing things in a different notebook to clean up my vibration on certain areas in my life. So I'm not looking for problems, but I do know that I have habitual, worrisome thoughts. And when they come up, and I probably think about them quite a lot through the day, as we all do, and we put them to the back of our head, which is fine if we can, but in a lot of cases, they will continue to come up because we're on that vibrational kind of thing. And the law of attraction will match those thoughts with similar thoughts. So if something comes up, say I've been in the company of somebody that I wasn't gelling with very well, I'm starting to think now, right, I'm going to address that. So in my other book, I can list positive aspects about them. The really good way I've been discovering to do it is to view them through the eyes of source. So we can talk about source in another video, but some people could say the word God. Sometimes God has a wee bit of resistance there because we all think of God in a different form or fashion. Sometimes we think of God as a judgmental kind of being, or that we might be in trouble with God, but that's not the case. So source meaning pure love, pure positive energy, never looks back, never judges, only sees the good, not falling out with anybody, not punishing anybody, not trying or testing anybody. Pure positive energy that is literally there for you and me and everybody else, for our well-being and for the well-being of the planet. So our source within us is what Abraham likes to call or refer to as our inner being, who's always with us and sees the good in everybody. And I love that Abraham says all our inner beings are in cahoots with each other. So even somebody that you're not gelling with, doesn't matter, inner being doesn't see that. Inner being sees them, sees their inner being, and they're in having great fun with each other. And it'd be lovely if we could start seeing everybody from the eyes of source, our inner being. So I've started writing out a bit of scripting about my life, things that I would like in my life to get better and bigger, focus on positive things, and writing it from the point of source, which a lot of people talk about is you're just imagining it or daydreaming about it as if it's already here. So I have found that if I sort of put myself in the eyes of source, which using that criteria, never look back, never judge, no ego, just only seeing the good and the positive and the pure love. So writing down aspects of how I want my day to go and things to come to me in my life about my dreams and things that I really want and that I know I can be good at and that I want to do and that I can do. So writing down a few passages or a few pages about things that are already in my life. Abraham talks about your vibrational escrow, your vortex, where anything you want, ask and it is given. We ask because we find things all the time that we don't like. So we find things that we know what we do like, and that's asking. We don't even have to formally ask the universe for anything. It's already been done because of that contrast that we've been living. And step 2 is that source says, yeah, here it is, it's answered. It's in the vibrational vortex. And for us to receive, we must match that vortex. We must get in alignment with our inner being. And we can do that through meditation and having a nap and sleeping, which stops momentum. And also positive aspects. These exercises are processes that really help. I've been using a few different processes later, which you can talk about in other videos. Been using focus wheels recently, and that's been really good. So 10 or 15 minutes when something comes up and you've 10 or 15 minutes to do a quick focus wheel. So that's been astounding. I only started that last week, and we'll talk about that more. So anyway, for today, I'm getting ready to go out to see my lovely grandchildren, my daughter and her partner. I have done my meditation. I have written down, cleaned up a wee bit of vibration about something in my life that I felt some negative thought towards, and it was really wonderful because I wrote down all the positive aspects about this and felt really good, just sort of how source would see this. And when I reread it, it was sort of quite reflective on how source sees me, and I wasn't even going for that, and that made me feel really good. So it was easier than I thought, and it was quite a nice feeling. Helps self-love as well, I guess. So did that, did clean up a little bit of vibration, did my meditation, did a little cleaning up of vibration. Oh, and something else, I want to get my hair done soon. And my daughter is a lovely hairdresser and beautician and does all sorts of wonderful things. And she does me for free, of course, but I'd like to pay her. I want to get blonde hair. I'm going to go for it. Full head of foils. Probably have to get it done twice. I want to pay her the money. I don't want to just, because it costs her money to get this stuff in, I want to pay her full price. So I did a little bit of, what would you call it, writing down that I have the money for this already. So again, I wrote it down like as if I already have it. So I wrote it down from the perspective of source having it in the vortex. It's already there. Step 1 is I've asked. Step 2 is it's answered, so it's there. And 3, writing about it or daydreaming about it as if it's already there. So I wrote it in the present tense, wrote it that so much money in my vortex, it's overflowing. It's just, I was getting the feeling of abundance. And so appreciation obviously is in there too, that you're so grateful. And as if it's source, as if it's my inner being, just going to the vortexual bank, taking out the money, the exact amount of money for this, and writing down, I want to pay my daughter for this, and I got quite specific about it and how fun it would feel being in the salon with my daughter, and the fun that they were having and laughing and enjoying the music and the radio and all that there. So I made it completely real, as if it's already happened, and I could see it in my mind. And I'm not worried about it because it's not a very large amount of money, and I know that I'll just be paying it anyway. But I believe through doing that, this is going to come. So stay tuned. So I want to be able to tell you a wee bit more about that coming, because it's coming. I've put down £70 just to let you know. And I'm not sure if that's how much she charges, but whatever it is, that's what I've worked on. So I'd like to get into the way of manifesting more and more money, and working on those principles. So I'm starting with something that doesn't cause me too much uncomfortable feelings. So that's good. So hopefully I will have another video tomorrow. I will have a little busy day tomorrow, but I might get a video made, and if not, I'll do one the next day. So lovely to start this nice YouTube correspondence. I hope you will find interesting things as I go about my day-to-day with working with law of attraction, sharing things from Abraham Hicks. There's other people that I listen to on YouTube that have been very helpful to me as well. And I'd love to hear from you and what you all think, and about you, how you get into that alignment and the receptive mode and things like that. And any questions, feel free to pop them down, and I really look forward to reading some of those and discussing them, because it's so juicy and so exciting, and I feel excited today. And I feel like I was excited to do, you could call it the work. It doesn't feel like work, it just feels like pre-paving, preparing for your day. I could have just went out the door and thought, oh, it's very cold out there, it's going to be lots of traffic, and get down a negative flow of momentum type thoughts, or negative thoughts with momentum. So it's just a case of taking 10 minutes to deliberately create how your day you want your day to pan out. And there's going to be contrast, there's going to be things that may pop up that I'll go, oh, I didn't like that, but catch it quick, and you get better at catching it quick. And when you catch it quick, you can go, that was just contrast, now I know what I don't want, now I know what I do want, and you can just turn it around and keep it going. All right, see you in the next video. Have a great day. Bye bye.